I want CalMac to win the tender. There's no ifs, no buts. I've said that for many months. Gordon's heard me say that in public meetings. I've said it in the chamber of the Scottish Parliament. So I am not here to say that there's some process at the end of the day might or might not produce a result. I want CalMac to have the tender. But let me just explain why this tender process is taking place. When you're in government, you have the responsibility to get it right. Because if you don't get it right, there are consequences. And the consequences of not getting it right on the ferry tender are very serious indeed. Because let's imagine for a moment that you didn't get it right. You went through the entire process and you awarded the contract. And then the people that didn't get the contract came along and said, that's no fair, we're going to court. As a result of that battle, the contract was set aside. How would you continue to deliver those services? You have to get this right every single time. Getting it wrong has enormous consequences. And therefore government errs on the side of caution and goes through the cautious part of the process. Now I hope one of the things that will be learnt from that on this occasion is that we should never have a tender process again like this. I hope that the lawyers are able to work through Europe, and it takes a long time and it's harder because we're not an independent member of the European Union, so we have to do everything via London. But I hope we'll be able to avoid a future tender. But there's no doubt that on this occasion a tender had to happen, because the consequences would have been disastrous had we got it wrong. But now this tender process is underway, we need to make sure that we've got a tender process that produces the result that I want, that Gordon wants, that I think everybody in this room wants. And that means that CalMac would win.